Hey yo, Uzumaki family, welcome to another video. And before I say anything, y'all need to know I'm a very weird person. I kinda like to cancel my decisions last minute from time to time, cause my last video was about me taking a break from posting until I graduate next month so I can focus more on school. But I actually thought about it and I was like, you know what, nothing can take away the love that I have for, creating content. So yeah, I'll still not be as active as I usually was. But I'm gonna try to at least post 2 times a week, and if I cannot do that, maybe once a week, something like that. But yeah, with that being out of the way, don't forget to subscribe to the channel in order to join the Uzumaki family. Drop a like for more Shinobi Striker content, and let's get to the video. Alright boys, you saw the title right. We are going to take some guesses at our Season 9 DLC characters, because we all know the next developer letter is set to drop this Wednesday in a couple of days. And if it doesn't drop this week, it will most likely, drop the week after, because that's basically how they've done things now. But the thing is, we have enough details to take some guesses on, who these DLCs might be, because this season has a theme. This is actually a returning feature to the game, because they scrapped this idea of seasons having themes like a season ago. They said that they want to have like creative freedom to add whoever they think fits this game. And now, all of a sudden, they decided to bring back the themes for seasons. And the theme for Season 9 is villain. Basically, we're gonna get only villains from the Naruto anime, which is kinda cool if you ask me. But that means our options are not that huge anymore, so we can take some guesses. But still, they are kinda hard to guess, judging by how many people in the Naruto show like to call themselves as villains. First of all, I wanna take a guess at the first DLC, at the opener of Season 9, because I feel like this is how everything is going recently, because in the most recent seasons, the first one and the last DLC were kind of like a highlight of the season, if you noticed. So, keeping that in mind, I want to get this boulder off my chest, state the obvious, talk about the elephant in the room, however you want to describe this situation right here. And I'm talking about the Momoshiki Otsutsuki situation. He should have been already in the game. Don't know why is this taking so long to add the character that, even though he is a villain, he's still so loved by the community and elevated Boruto to where it is now, if you ask me. If Momoshiki wasn't in the story, maybe fans would not give Boruto the chance it deserves. So, either he's going to be the opener of Season 9 or the main event. And if you watch some, sports entertainment shows, the main event is the last match, the thing that you will actually be reminded of. So yeah, either he's the first one or the last one to keep people interested in their products. Of course, they said that they will announce the first DLC in the letter, and then the day after we get Season 9. So if we don't see the name Momoshiki in those lines, we shouldn't be disappointed. He's still possible. But hey, we are talking about Bandai Namco here. They have like a known reputation for not listening to the community, so I don't know what to expect. And yeah, in my opinion, Momoshiki should be a healer. The joke that Bandai forgot about the healer class is kinda getting old. And not giving a DLC to healers for a year and a half is kinda rough. Last DLC on healer was Kaguya, and she was part of Season Pass 6. I know, that sounds like a lot to swallow. And I think Momoshiki could really bring out that aggressive part in healer classes. Not that we don't have DLCs like, Reanimated Itachi or Ten Tails Madara, but still. I really think at least one of his jutsus will be somehow related to absorbing stuff, like maybe nullifying an incoming attack like a fireball or any kind of similar stuff. And maybe they could make him throw that back, but judging by his abilities, whatever he absorbs, he sends back with a lot more force. So I feel like that would be too powerful for just like a regular jutsu. The other jutsu could be like the Pheasant Hunt from Storm 4, because we all noticed they really like to recycle some moves from their own, other Naruto games. And honestly, I wouldn't be mad. A jutsu that works somehow like Yasuka beads, throwing a firebird that deals burning damage afterwards and maybe like area damage, doesn't sound that bad. I don't think they would add like a healing jutsu for Momoshiki if they actually decide to make him a healer, because I don't think we ever saw him do like any kind of that stuff, so that would be like not cool. The secret technique, of course, we all want like a transformation on the healer class. Like, that's the dream of every healer main, and I think the evolved Momoshiki would be so crazy to have your character evolve just like Momoshiki did in the show. Then maybe the additional input would do something with the lava statue he summons. I believe the name of that was like maybe Monkey Rock, if I'm not wrong. I don't know, somebody correct me down in the comments below if I'm wrong. But yeah, honestly, this doesn't sound that bad if they really decide to do it like this. And it would make the healer class look, well, even scarier than it already is. Okay, now that Momoshiki is out of the way, we can talk about what I think is the most predicted duo in this season pass. You probably figured out that I'm talking about Kakuzu and Hidan, the only characters in the Akatsuki that are not in the game, and they really deserve their place as a DLC. We already have Kakuzu's outfit in the game. The same goes for Hidan's outfit, and we also have Hidan's weapon, so I feel like the seeds are planted. Well, except Zetsu, they just need to pull the trigger on these two characters, and trust me, the community have been making concepts for these two characters for ages. So I'm about to name some of them I found on Reddit, so I gotta say these are not my ideas. So basically, I found out an interesting jutsu for Kakuzu, and a lot of people are going back and forth on him being either a defense or a range class, and personally, I see him as a defense. I feel like he really gives that tank vibe that he can withstand a lot of damage. So yeah, the first jutsu I found is called Earth Release Earth Spear, and this really sounds like something Kakuzu would do. Basically, we all know that Kakuzu can extend his limbs with his threads, so this jutsu would grab the target with, like, you know, the extended arm, and the target is being then dragged back to the player. So, you know, it would go like, you extend your arm, grab the player has, you know, the substitution being blocked, so he cannot use the substitution while he's being grabbed, then the player would just drag the enemy back to him, and that would really feel like something a defense class would do, and then the player can just press the jutsu again and stab him with an earth spear, dealing damage and nerfing his defense. If you ask me, this really sounds like a balanced jutsu, and I would really like to see this in the game. If Kakuzu would really be a defense, he would not move that fast, because, you know, the defense class has this, you know, is the lowest class in the game. He cannot catch other players like that easily, so you can use this jutsu to just pull people to you. Another jutsu I found is called Lightning Style False Darkness, and it will basically summon the lightning mask of Kakuzu and shoot a single beam of lightning that will deal damage and continuous shock damage for 3 seconds. Now, this sounds powerful when you say it like that, but these jutsus really sound like something you would see in Shinobi Striker, and they really match with, you know, the Kakuzu character. Well, now speaking of his secret technique, there are multiple ideas. I found a lot of concepts, and some people want him to have like a transformation where the other two jutsus are replaced with either fire, wind, lightning, or water abilities. But in my opinion, I would prefer like a one-shot ultimate like he does in Storm 4. That move is called Earth Grudge Final Shot, and it uses 3 different masks to create a powerful huge blast. And let's be real, that should be like an instant kill. Well, Hidan, on the other hand, should be an ATK, in my opinion. He really gives out those vibes like someone who would just jump in the fight just for the sake of fighting. And I didn't found a lot of concepts with Hidan, which is weird, because he really is like a must-see character in Shinobi Striker if he really gets added. Because let's face the facts, he's just mostly known for his Josh and Immortality transformation, but that would just be his secret technique. So I found like a little to none concept of his actual like 2 other jutsus, but yeah, I feel like they're pretty balanced. The first one is called Flying Scythe Technique, and it works with the user spinning the scythe with a wire, dealing damage to whoever is close for 5 seconds. After the jutsu runs out, the user can use the scythe for 5 more seconds. This is pretty weird. I don't know how this would work. I mean, it doesn't sound like that complicated, it sounds really simple, but this also feels very possible for it to be an actual jutsu, because we already have jutsus like, you know, Rasengan Connection or God Hunter that don't do much. They actually are like let's say 5 seconds, but they are very good combined with other jutsu. So I feel like Hidan would really create some nasty builds. But his second jutsu is even less flashy, but really good if you think about it. The user would just dash at the target, slashing him with a sake and then regenerating his health based on the damage done. Yeah, nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy, not gonna lie, but I really like it. A good straight to the point ATK DLC that would really bring a lot of good builds to the game. Yeah, the secret technique would be his iconic ritual, and it works with the last target he connected a hit. So let's say you attacked somebody, ran away, began the ritual by drawing the symbol on the ground and then stabbing yourself to kill the other guy, just like he did with Asuma in the show. I know, I'm sorry, I should have said that. Now, the conclusion on these two characters are that they don't have to be exactly how the community predicted them, but at least just add them to the game. I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to finally complete the Akatsuki cast in the game. The last final DLC prediction is going to be like a really fan favorite. Now I'm talking about Sage Mode Kabuto, and it sounds crazy, but I think he is another healer. If they decide to add him to the game, I think he will be another healer. Actually, I think they would first release a healer, then after that they would go back to back with another healer to make up for all this time with almost nothing new on the healer class except some SS plus weapons. Sage Mode Kabuto in the show was insane and I really liked it, and I really find him really underrated. Even in Shinobi Striker, the normal Kabuto is not really that used. Yeah, he is a free VR master, his jutsus are not that crazy, but his healing jutsu is absolutely amazing. Even his secret technique can be useful in certain flag or base battles, or just trying to make some team ultimates with your friends, maybe. Them to stack up. Okay, I'm gonna try right here. Oh, okay. Oh, what the fuck? Sage Mode Kabuto would really make the healer class very different with his unique jutsus, like maybe the Sage Art Scattering Rage jutsu from the Storm 4 game, where he throws his dragons and they deal damage, and at the end they will flash the player, making him blind. Acting just like the Flash Ninjutsu, I think that would be really unique. We don't have like a jutsu that actually makes people blind except for the ink bird, but that doesn't really make you blind. It just puts like a really big ink thing on your screen. I would really like a jutsu that would just flash you, like, you know, like we have the Flash Ninjutsu. Then another possible jutsu would be Inorganic Reanimation, one of his most OP jutsus, bending non-living objects to his will. I don't really see how this would work on Shinobi Striker though. Maybe, just maybe like a trap jutsu, because I've heard a lot of concepts saying that the Inorganic Reanimation should be like acting like a trap. Whenever a player attacks you or maybe lands on your trap, the jutsu will activate and do damage. But hold on, because the most interesting part is his secret technique, the Twin Demon Transformation. Yeah, I know, another transformation for the healer class doesn't sound so possible, but hey, I don't think everybody in this video will get added, so yeah, safe to assume we'll get at least one transformation. Well, I hope. This ultimate would replace both of your jutsus with the abilities of the Sound 4 ninjas. Maybe it's a Yuya or Kiromaru, I don't know, but his additional input on his ult will be Kimimaru, because I know a lot of you just want him in the game. Maybe, who knows, maybe he will be a DLC in Season 9, because he was basically a villain, right? But speaking of this secret technique, he will rise bone spikes from the ground, dealing massive damage to anyone caught in it. And that is basically Sage Mode Kabuto. Kinda broken, not gonna lie. But hey, we still need some redemption for the healer class. And yeah, that was basically it. I really think that out of these 4 characters, at least one will be in Season 9. And I put my money on Momoshiki Otsutsuki, because he just needs to be in the game, bro. I've been, you know, requesting Momoshiki since I think for like a year now. And I know there is also a new single ultimate if you buy the season pass, and they gave us a little hint. that it's a jutsu that is combined with another jutsu by a certain duo to create an even more devastating jutsu. I literally have no idea, to be honest. Maybe Ginkaku and Kinkaku, or maybe Hidan and Kakuzu again? Or maybe this is referring to another shinobi doing the jutsu with us, the player, but that would make no sense because our player, as far as I know, is not classified as a certain duo with nobody. But yeah, that was all for today's video. I would really like to hear your prediction on some characters. Who do you think this mysterious duo is that will get like the, you know, the single ultimate in the season pass? But yeah, thank you so much guys for watching, and see y'all next time. Take care.
I got loyalty inside my DNA. I got inner peace, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. Shinra Tensei. I was born